should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice of the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about you ain't. You should leave that after the time.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnett. It's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready?
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out left to Dotson. Trying. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
19, Charger, 19.
Operating from the gun. Barnett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. 70,
Looking to throw. Barnett. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
The drive begins with a carry by Krosky Merrill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Second and 10. Play action. Here's Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Throwing his Dart. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here we go, set. 60 Vice.
Looking to throw, Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The career's more at stake when you win your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's Dart once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Giants first down.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's brought down, but now before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
19, Tiger, 19.
Dart. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. To throw from his end zone. Barnett. This short throw caught by Goddard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here now, third and a yard. Back to throw. Barnett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Come 19, 18.
They'll look to throw again.
To the right side and intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun is Dart. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a quick 6 TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play to put points on the board for their team.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. Catch made by Slayton.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. To throw is Dart. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
60 equal.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
60 equal.
A run inside, Krusky Merritt.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Bravo 80. Pat the street. Go.
They'll try and run for it. Krusky Merritt. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Dart. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To the air, Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again is Dart. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And they'll throw again. Dart.
That's complete to Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Second and 5.
19, Tiger. Scoop.
Dart going to look to throw here.
This throw caught right around the 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Scoop.
Throwing his Dart.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
3rd down and 1.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Go. Drop 6. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Barnett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Krosky Merritt to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
To throw now, Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Krosky Merritt. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
is a 2nd and 8.
70 range. 70 range. Take. 19, 18.
They go play action with Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Rocco 80. Go.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolf.
Looking to throw, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors.
Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing his Dart.
That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Krosky Merritt going to try and push his way in.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are back within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
This is 2nd and 8.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go, check. Bronco leading. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
A nice throw there by this rookie from Michigan State that results in a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Reload, reload.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Barnett.
That's complete. It's Jalen Noel.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
19, go.
Open man has got it, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Let go.
A handoff to Barkley.
To the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Down right around the 25. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barnett. There to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Around 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game
You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors, 73 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Giants 21. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles. When you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Dart.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw, Dart.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 7. And the Giants first
So
down.
from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, because that will wind up incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, 19, time, go.
They'll go. Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready? Viking 18.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought